Bam! All right. Kowalski gets the pass. Come up course. Face once, face twice. Hit it! The shot! Yes! Yes! The crowd goes free. Thank you, John. How the hell did you get in here?
I'm an idiot, that's how. Now, not a word about this business to anybody, you understand?
I understand. I won't tell a soul, I promise.
All right. 10 minutes. And keep it clean.
How did you manage it?
Chicken fingers. They're my good luck. You're my good luck.
You know, we gotta stop meeting behind bars like this. People start talking.
Are you all right?
I am now.
I feel so bad. This place is awful.
Shh.
I'm here.
Nobody's gonna know.
That little turn of the key could be the turn of the screw in my coffin.
Well, just then maybe leave us alone, please.
Come on, that's nothing much to ask.
All right, all right. You got 8 minutes. But as far as I'm concerned, you're not here.
Are you okay? Are you all right? I mean, they're feeding you and everything. Are you warm enough in here?
Dixie, I only been here since this afternoon.
I know, but it feels like forever. And I feel so bad. I feel so guilty because it was all my fault.
Just as long as you're all right. Listen, did you go see Adam? Did he try anything?
Yeah, he was fine. I saw the baby. I saw Junior.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Oh, he's wonderful. He's terrific. And he remembers me. He's so big.
Yeah, he remembered you.
Yeah, he did.
You were worried, you know.
I know. I picked him up and he was so beautiful. He put his little hands all over my face. It was wonderful.
Did you hug him for me?
Absolutely. And I told him that we would all be together very, very soon.
And Adam didn't freak out? What, he was just playing it cool?
Adam was fine, really. He was very calm. Really, there's nothing wrong.
Serious?
Yeah, of course.
See, that's so weird. I mean, I can't necessarily envision Adam Chandler as being a vision of sweetness and light, considering what's gone down. Look, honey, are you really okay?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Uncle Palmer's taking care of me.
Palmer?
Yeah, Will and Laney.
Oh, wait a minute. My mother and father told me that they were taking care of you. Dixie, what's going on? Where are you staying? Dixie, stop talking in circles. Now, who's taking care of you?
Everybody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Uncle Palmer, Will, Tad, Laney, Joey. I mean, your mom, Dad, everybody. Nobody's come between me and Adam Jr.
Where are you staying?
Where your mom and Dad said I was staying. If Uncle Palmer comes over, Ulitowski's there. It's like having a whole army of bodyguards, you know? I mean, Adam's not going to get between me and that baby. Everything is fine, really.
Hey, sorry, I don't mean to jump down your back. I'm just worried that you're safe from Adam. I mean, it's like hell being in here, knowing you're out there alone.
You're not alone. That's what I keep telling you. There's somebody with me every minute.
And what about when you came over here? Was there somebody with you then?
No, nobody knows that I'm here.
You can't take chances like that.
Dad, I'm fine.
It's not fine. I want you to promise me something. I want you to promise you will call Uli and have him come over and pick you up and take you home. Promise.
I promise.
Another thing. I want you to promise me that you will not go anywhere near the Chandler Mansion if you need something. You have somebody else get it for you.
I promise.
I love you, Dixie.
More than tongue can tell.
Your mom used to say that, too?
Yeah. So do you?
So do I.
A client of mine, Ned Stedman. You know him?
No, what's he in for?
D&D.
Well, you took a wrong turn. You can get to the drunk tank down that way.
Thanks.
You know that guy?
No. It's crazy, though. It makes me sort of jumpy.
Yeah, well, lockup does that to you.
He'll be out tomorrow.
I don't want to let you go.
I don't want to go. I won't be for long.
From your lips to the judge's ears.
All right, whatever you're doing, cut it out. I don't want to get sick. Time's up.
Come on.
No.
It can't be.
Come on, please, just give us a little more
Good
time.
night, Gracie.
He's right. Take care.
I will.
Hug the baby for me.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Please, let's go.
Soon.
Soon.
Hang up, Grand.
You're not as tough as you think.
Yeah, I'm a regular teddy bear.
Never lied to Ted before, Laney. Dixie, you had to. I feel like I was going against all my feelings for him. What else were you going to do? Are you going to tell him that you're living here without him? Oh, no, absolutely not. He'd go absolutely out of his mind with worry. I couldn't do that. I just feel so guilty. I love him so much. Which is exactly why you had to do it. For his sake. Now listen, when he gets out, you can tell him. And I know he's going to understand. It just all feels so wrong. I mean, living in this house with this horrible man waiting around for him to pull his next dirty trick. Sometimes I feel like I'm a real idiot. I'm just a fool for thinking that I could deal with him. There's nothing so evil he wouldn't do. Dixie, do not do this to yourself. It's not me I'm scared for. It's the baby. He shouldn't even be around Adam. He is a cruel, vicious, horrible man. Look, Adam is not going to hurt his own son. Being around the baby is terrible. It's hurting the baby. Sometimes I have this feeling I should just go upstairs and pick him up and just take off for Pigeon Hollow or something. No. Yes, that would be exactly it. I could just, me and Tad and I and Junior, we could just hide out in the forest and never come back. Dixie, no. Yes. Dixie, wait. You cannot do anything that is going to prejudice a judge against you. I mean, come on, you are going to lose little Adam Jr. Oh, no, but they'd have to find us first. Don't do it. Dixie, promise me that you're not going to do that. Look, Adam will get custody, and then he'll come after you. And he's not going to rest. He'll hunt you down and find you. And then he's going to have the baby, all to himself, Dixie. You're right. That's so silly. I promise, sweetie, I won't do it. Look, trust Jack, okay? I mean, he knows what he's doing. I hope so.
Make it quick.
Thank you.
What? You gotta get me the hell out of here.
I understand you don't want
No,
to be.
you don't understand. Dixie was just here.
What the hell was Dixie
No,
doing?
just don't blow a gasket, all right? Some hard-nosed cop softened up a little bit. He let us have a conversation to the boss.
That is the stupidest thing you could have done.
What are you
know
worried about? Listen, I mean, he's not going to say anything. Besides, it's his neck on the line, not mine.
All right, fine. So what is your problem?
My problem is there's something going on out there. I don't know what it is, but I can't be much use to Dixie while I'm in here.
Dad, listen to me. Until this custody suit is settled, she has to stay in Chandler's house. She has no other choice.
What did you say?
I thought she had told you all this. You mean she hadn't?
Oh, that's just great, Jack. That's just brilliant. What the hell kind of lawyer are you? How can you let that happen? Get me the hell out of here!
Wait a minute now. Just listen to me.
I'm not going to listen to you.
If she abandons that baby, she's going to lose the baby. Adam will get it. Is that what you want?
I want her out of the house. That's what I want.
What were you thinking about having her come here to this jail cell when she's in the middle of a custody suit?
Safe with Adam.
Her family is watching.
Like that man is a maniac, Jack.
She is all
right.
What
is she all right? Can't you see leaving her is the next best thing to setting her up?
Your lawyer goes.
I'm sorry. We'll keep it down. Now listen to me. Her sister and Mr. Ulatowski are there with her every minute.
They're in the house?
Yes, they are. Look, this was her choice, Dad. She doesn't want to prejudice her case in any way because you know that Adam is going to try to sway the judge either legally or illegally, however he can.
Count on it.
I mean, he has every politician in the state in his pocket. So I just want you to play it cool.
Can't. Until I'm out of here and I'm with her.
You've got to. All right? Now, come on. I'll see you tomorrow morning right after the hearing. Right? Guard! Dad, we're trying to do everything we can to ensure a happy ending.
Been moved up.
That's right. Just found out this morning that the custody hearing is on the court's docket for early next week.
That's good.
Oh, I think that's very good, considering I saw Adam last night in Kelly's talking to the state's attorney general. I figured he was angling for some kind of a delaying tactic.
Well, maybe he was angling to get a judge in his pocket.
No, that wouldn't surprise me. I think we're lucky there, though, because we've been assigning Judge Goodman. He's got a reputation for being a straight shooter. All he wants is the facts, corroboration, and documentation. I think he'll play it right down the middle.
What does that mean?
Well, what it means is I kind of wish we could have gotten a judge with a little more imagination. But this guy, as I say, is a straight shooter. I wish we could have gotten one a little more conversant in women's rights, but by and large, I think we're doing very well.
Good.
Yeah. So what do you say we celebrate by me taking you to breakfast? How'd that be?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not really hungry.
I'm not going to take no. You need to get out of here as often as you can. Come on.
Oh, Jack.
Listen, I'll sweeten the pot. I'll take you to eat those chicken fingers that Tad says you're so nuts
For
about.
breakfast?
Now, with some eggs and ketchup. How bad can it be? Come on.
I don't know how in the hell you got Judge Goodman, but it was brilliant. They're never going to see it coming.
Okay. Listen, you and I need to talk about Tad. I heard about your visit to the police station last night.
Who told you?
Tad did. Dixie, you can't do things like that.
I'm sorry, Jack. It's just... Ruth told me about him being in jail.
And you were worried about him, and he's worried about you, but all this worrying about each other isn't doing you any good. Can't you see that?
Well, yeah, I think it helped me to see him. Helped him.
It helped him in one way, but believe me, in another way it hurt him.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Dixie, after you left, he was so riled up that naturally I figured that you had told him that you were living with Adam.
Jack, you told him?
Yes, I told him, and as you can well imagine, he wasn't very happy.
Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta explain this.
Sit down.
Jack, let me go.
Sit down. Now, going to see Tad was a mistake that I'm not going to allow you to repeat.
I don't see what the big deal is.
The big deal is it could hurt your chances for custody.
Why? Why, for heaven's sake?
Listen to me, I'm your attorney. It's my responsibility to build a case, to convince a judge that you are a good wife and mother. Now, it's very difficult for me to do that if you're running off in the middle of the night to meet another man.
You said, well, Ted and I are just friends. And besides, nobody saw us together except the official guy who let us in.
Well, I hope you're right about the latter part of that statement, but you and I both know that the beginning of that was a load of bull. You and Tad are much more than just friends.
No, we are not.
Dixie, I see the way you look at each other. If I can see it, anybody can see it. You two are in love. Look, Dixie, I'm not judging you. the circumstances were different, I'd be congratulating you, believe me.
You would?
Well, yes, compared to Adam, Tad's a prince.
Yeah, he's wonderful. I never would have gotten through this without
But that's my point exactly. You haven't gotten through this. Look, if Adam's attorneys find out that you've had any kind of relationship with Tad Martin during this, you're seriously going to jeopardize your chances for custody for Adam Jr. Now do you understand why I'm so concerned about this?
Tad and I had not slept together. I mean, we're not even thinking about it.
Good. Dixie, what you need to do, at least until this custody issue is decided, is stay away from Tad Martin. Now, can you do that?
Well, I want my son. I'd do whatever I had to have
Good.
him.
I'll take that as a promise, yes?
Yes.
Oh, here she is. Dixie.
Well, hello. So good to see you.
Will and I got in this morning.
Oh, it's so good to see you both. Oh.
Let me look at you. You're a little pale.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yes, well, I'm sure it's all the stress you've been under, but I'm here now, and I'm going to help you through this.
Thank you. And with Jack here representing me, I'm in very good hands. And don't worry about Junior. He's going to be with me. Won't be any other way.
That's the spirit, yeah.
Yes, well, you just keep up that positive attitude. Jack, is there anything I can do?
Well, if there is, I'll let you know, Palmer. I was just telling Dixie, though, I think we have a good chance of winning this one.
As Dixie says, it can't be any other way. Lola, huh? Pretty name.
Gentlemen, thank you for making yourselves available.
We tried to accommodate.
Is your wife home? Yes, she's here. Gentlemen, it is time to take off the kid gloves.
And you want us to explain your position?
No. I'll explain it. I wanted you present because her lawyer's in there. Shall we? Dixie, I'm sure you remember Saul and Herschel.
Yes, of course I do. Jack, this is Saul Carruthers and Herschel Silverstein.
Well, Saul, I know. Nice to see you again. Herschel, Jack Montgomery, nice to meet you.
Same here.
And this is my brother and sister Will and Laney.
How do you do?
Jack, since you're here, I thought it'd be a good chance for us to have an informal meeting among the interested parties. The three of us have come up with a reasonable proposal that should eliminate the need for a long, painful court trial and settle this matter with as little pain for Dixie as well as for myself.
Well, you don't say.
You're just full of surprises, aren't you, Adam? Would you excuse my client and me for just a second?
Yes, of course.
What in the world is he up to?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but it is true. Lawyers do try to settle cases like this out of court as often as possible. And if Adam's proposal is something you feel you can live with, it would save you a lot of emotional distress as well as the court's time.
So you think we should hear him out?
I think it wouldn't hurt.
You're the lawyer, okay.
Well, my client and I are willing to listen to this proposal.
Good. I don't see any reason for you two to stay.
Well, excuse me, but I think that depends on Dixie. Yes, please stay.
Oh, then I guess we'll stay.
Well, as you wish. Why don't you all sit down, please? If no one minds, I would like to explain this to Dixie. Then if she has any questions or her lawyer, they can ask them. My lawyers will answer them. My proposal is this. I get custody of Adam Jr.
Absolutely not.
Wait, just let him finish.
Thank you. Dixie, you get visitation rights. You will see your son on every other Sunday afternoon.
Every other?
Assuming Ms. Bancroft is there supervising these visits. That's it.
You're not serious.
That's it?
You're just trying to make me mad.
You gotta be kidding me.
I am never going to get
Every other Sunday you lie,
Never.
son of a...
I can't believe you would
Jackie,
come up with an
just
idea like this. You make me absolutely furious. I am absolutely never going to agree to that. I am that boy's mother, and I'm not giving up my rights to him, not in a million years. I'm surprised you two would actually show up here with a proposal like that.
We believe Adam's being most generous under the circumstances, and you've demonstrated that you're a threat to the child.
Me? I'm not a threat. His father is a threat to that child.
But look, Chandler, we're not afraid of you, okay? So we'll see you in court.
Look, Dixie, don't worry, because Uncle Palmer is going to help.
If that's what you want. If you want to go to court, I will win. You may end up not even getting visitation rights, my dear.
Well, I'll just take that chance, and don't you mind dear me.
Now, what makes you think she wouldn't get a visitation? Right, she's the boy's mother, for Pete's sake.
Suffice it to say, I've collected enough evidence to prove that she's an unfit mother.
Oh, you are such a liar.
Documented proof of her hostility toward me.
As well as the disturbing, and I dare say disturbed incidents that occurred when the child was under her care.
Add to that her voluntary commitment to Laurel Hill and her violent escape.
And when she left Laurel Hill, did she rush home to be with her son? No. She ran straight to the arms of Tad Martin.
Now, look here. As far as those incidents go that occurred, I am not responsible for those. Adam is. And as far as my hostility towards my husband goes, that's fine. I admit it. But a judge will understand that when he hears the whole story.
Look, and this whole Laurel Hill thing to begin with, it was him. He's the one that made her commit herself.
You're the one that's responsible for all those awful things.
And of course, he's convinced you all that I'm the bad guy. You're wrong, but I understand how a family has to stick together.
Oh, you don't understand a thing.
Do you have any proof of any of this? No. And until you get proof, I suggest that you take my offer.
Never.
You know something? I should have taken a bullet for you a long time ago.
Now, the argumentative bent that this conversation has taken is not going to help anybody. I suggest that you excuse us so that I can talk to my client.
You better teach her the facts of life, Jack. Gentlemen, we'll be in my study.
Thank you, sweetheart. Look, he's not right, is he? I mean, if we go to court, we couldn't lose, could we?
Well, it's possible, but I also think it's very possible that we could win.
Like I could stand it if I lost the baby.
I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen.
Oh, Jackson, what's going on here? I mean, there's something that you're not telling us. What is it?
I've been around lawyers a long time, and believe me, those guys were too damn cocky. They were too sure of themselves.
Well, maybe it's a bluff.
Yeah, or maybe they got something up their sleeve, right?
Yeah, I think I vote with Will on this one. I intend to find out what it is. Dixie, will you be all right for a while?
Oh, yeah, I'll be fine. You go ahead.
Okay.
Thanks.
Watch it.
You bet.
Look, Dix, Jackson is a great lawyer, and he's going to find out what's going on here.
Look, we're all going to stick together on this, and we're going to be fine. There's no way he's going to beat us. I promise you.
Thanks. I'm just so dumb, you know. I really should have listened to you in the first place.
Now, come on.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to hold on to the baby for a little while. Excuse me?
You bet. Tiger.
Dixie, can I speak to you?
I'm going upstairs to give the baby his bottle. Do you mind?
It'll just take a second.
Look, I'm not changing my mind about your offer, if that's what you're wondering. The very idea makes me sick to my stomach. And as long as there's breath in my body, I'm going to fight you because that baby belongs with me.
Dixie, you're refusing to face reality.
No, you are. If you think I am giving up.
You can't win. I have a piece of paper proving that you signed yourself into a psychiatric institution. It also says that you were afraid of harming your own child. Now, assuming you can explain that to the judge, how are you going to explain running away with Tad Martin?
Well, when I tell him that I was running away from you, maybe he'll understand it.
Do you have one shred of evidence that I've ever been unkind to you? Think about that. Have I ever been anything but compassionate with you? Courts don't award children to mothers who abandon them to chase after their lovers.
Ted and I are not lovers. We're friends.
Oh, I see. And what is this? Just a friendly kiss, I assume.